There are no words that can possibly atone for what I have done. Know that I am sorry nonetheless. You have done nothing to deserve the pain that I have caused. My actions were nothing short of irreprehensible. I do not expect forgiveness for my actions, and I will regret them every day for the rest of my life.
This man that you just saw caused a world of pain and suffering to a lot of people. I'm going to tell you who he is and what he did in just a few seconds. First, I want to let you all know that I've partnered with a small company that created a plan of action for when a loved one goes missing. It's called If I Go Missing Safety Information System. I'm going to give you all the details on how it works and what it does later in the video. Thank you. So 23-year-old Peter Manfredonia is a 2015 Newark High School graduate and university student. He was a senior studying finance and mechanical engineering before he, end quote, flipped, according to his arrest warrant. Peter committed a series of crimes, including murder, assault, and home invasion. He was on the run for 6 days across 4 states before finally being caught in Hagerstown, Maryland. His first crime was on Friday, May 22 of 2020 at around 9 a.m. and reports said he fatally struck 62-year-old Theodore Demers with a sword right in front of his own home. Peter then attacked the man who came to Demers' rescue, 80-year-old John Franco. Let's listen to the 911 calls involving this first incident.
911, the case. Seth, get inside. Get inside. 911.
There's somebody beating up my neighbor with a bat.
All right, what town are you in?
We're on Myrtle Road.
Connect you with the police. Don't hang up.
Location of your emergency.
Wellington, Connecticut.
Okay. In the emergency?
There's someone beating my neighbor with a bat or something outside.
911, where's the emergency?
Yes, we need an ambulance on the road in Wellington.
What's going on there?
A dirt bike just came down. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it, but someone's hit. 2 people are hit really badly.
Okay, was a dirt bike accident?
They need an ambulance?
I don't know. I don't really know if
You
it
don't
was
know.
a car or a dirt bike, but 2 people are hit really badly. Get here quick, please.
Okay, I'm right out.
Okay, thank you. All the way at the end of the road.
Okay, we'll let them
bye.
know. T in here?
Okay, do you have people en route from Myrtle Road? There's supposed to be 2 injured parties there from an assault.
Oh, it's an assault. Okay. That's
he said
weird.
the accuser left. He's saying one of the parties is missing their hand. Now, he thought it was a bat they used, but maybe there was some other instrument.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, they're still in the roadway. I'm calling somebody off of that roadway call to go down there.
Okay, they're on the way.
Thank you.
Yep.
911, location emergency.
Yeah, we're at Myrtle Road in Wellington, and at the end of the Myrtle Road are 2 very hurt men, and they got attacked by a guy on a motorcycle.
Oh.
This is an emergency.
Okay. Do you think they need an ambulance?
Yes. You need 2. And there's a guy, the motorcycle kid, went down Myrtle Road and went onto Route 320, and I don't know where he went from there. He's got a colored helmet on.
Okay.
It's
all right.
really bad.
All right, stay in line. I'm going to let you talk to the police. You can let them know about the description of the bike.
Okay. It's awful. I don't understand what happened.
State Police 911, location of your emergency.
And at the very end of Myrtle Road are 2 hurt men.
Okay.
There was a kid on a motorcycle.
Yep.
And he's probably on Route 320 now. I don't know where he went from there. He had a colored helmet on. And he attacked 2 men down the end of the road, and they're very hurt.
Okay. We have that now, and we have units en route.
Okay. I'm calling from a landline. Can I give you my cell phone number?
Yep, that's fine, sir.
And my name is Phil.
All right, Phil. I have units en route.
Thank you. All right.
62-year-old Theodore Demers unfortunately didn't make it, and 80-year-old John Franco survived but with serious injuries. By now, police named Peter Manfredonia as a potential suspect, as he was allegedly seen leaving the scene. Now, Sunday, May 24th of 2020, Peter breaks into a nearby home and takes a man hostage for 24 hours. Before making his escape, he stole his truck, food, and his gun, leaving the man tied up in the basement unharmed. The same day, Peter crashes in the stolen truck. Police then later find the truck in Derby. Again, on the same day, Peter made his way on foot to a former classmate's home, shoots him in cold blood, and kidnaps his classmate's girlfriend. At gunpoint, he forces her into her own car, a 2016 black Volkswagen Jetta, and both get off at a rest stop in New Jersey. She then calls 911, but with the help of someone. Check this out.
Hello?
Hi, Kyle?
Yeah, this is Kyle, yep.
Okay, so you picked up the gentleman or no?
No, the gentleman pulled into the truck stop and said he needed an Uber.
Okay.
And offered me money to call him an Uber, said he needed to get to work. So I called him an Uber.
Okay.
He just got into the Uber, but he's armed. And I want to make sure.
What kind of weapon does he have?
He has a little pistol. He fired 3 rounds into my boyfriend this morning.
Okay. So, all right, he got into a Chevy Impala. Look at your Uber account and tell me what the plate is on that vehicle.
Yeah, well, I'm really concerned about the Uber driver.
Okay, so give me the info. All right, put me on speaker. Look at your Uber account right now and get me that information.
Yes. K.
Okay. Pennsylvania?
It doesn't say what. I assume that's Pennsylvania. It doesn't sound like New Jersey.
Okay. And it's a what colored Chevy Impala?
Black Chevy Impala. The driver's name is Reginald.
Okay. What's the boyfriend's name? Or what's what's the
guy who's running away?
Yes, what's his name?
His name is Peter Manfredonia. He's wanted in Connecticut for...
Spell his last name for me.
M-A-N as in Nancy, F-R-E-D as in dog, O-N-I-A. Trust me, just Google him and you will know exactly who it is.
It's fine. What's the first name again?
Peter.
Okay. Do you know his date of birth or no?
2/2/1997. I learned that from the Connecticut State Police Post.
Okay. And how do you know him?
He showed up at my house this morning and shot my boyfriend.
Okay, but how do you know him?
Our friends went to elementary school. They went to Newtown together in Connecticut. We're from Connecticut. He put a gun to my head and made me drive him here.
Okay. And what kind of vehicle are you in?
We're in a blue Volkswagen EOS. We're at the Brook Hollow Winery in Knowlton.
Okay, a blue Volkswagen. Okay.
EOS.
Okay, and how the two of you know each other?
He's the one who called the Uber for the guy who
I know, but you don't know each other.
Listen. No, she pulled up, and this guy just wanted an Uber.
Okay.
So during this whole thing going on...
I'm asking directed questions. I will listen to everything you say, but do you know what address that he gave the Uber driver?
Yes. Starbucks. The Starbucks on Hamilton Street in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Does he know someone there?
No. He's on the run.
He's on the run.
He has mental health issues. He snapped. And he murdered someone.
All right.
Then he murdered again.
Okay, just hold on 1 second for me. Do not hang up.
Yeah. I'm on...
All right, just...
An old guy.
Yeah, can you send someone here?
They are. They're on the way. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I'm so sorry you have to deal with this.
That's okay. I knew something was wrong here. This is killer money, obviously. God damn it. I know, I'm so sorry.
He has some old man trapped in a basement, and the only reason he left is because the guy's neighbors showed up, and then they called, and they were like, we're coming to hang out with you tomorrow.
I'm so sorry.
And he packed up the guy's truck with everything he would need, and he left, and then he crashed the truck, and then he walked to my apartment.
I'm so sorry.
I can't even cry. I'm just like,
I know.
Frozen.
I know.
I have to pee so bad.
All right, do you want to go in and ask him? I can come in with you. Here's a mask. Do you want a mask? They probably won't let you. I'll go in with you, okay?
I gave him both of mine.
I'm just going to give this to the cops. Did he give you money, too? All right, we're going to give that all to the cops, okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Go ahead and speak.
Hello?
Yes.
Here, just go in and just tell him, I don't know if she just needs to use the bathroom.
That's fine.
I'm just waiting outside the winery.
Okay. Kyle, what's your last name?
Walker. I live at...
Okay, so you just happened to just drive into the TA and come up upon this.
Okay, so I was doing Instacart shopping, and then I pulled into the TA just waiting to see if I would get a ride. He pulled up asking for an Uber. I was trying to be a good guy and called one.
That's fine. That's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. Just give me 1 second. I just want to let as many people know about the incident as possible to try and get this vehicle stopped.
Yeah, I'm really scared that he's going to do something bad to the guy, but I didn't know what... I couldn't call the cops right there because I figured he had a gun on him or something. God damn it.
It's all right. You're doing the right thing. You're doing good. State police. You giving it out?
Miss?
Hold on 1 second.
Miss?
Yeah.
The Uber trip just ended, which it shouldn't have ended already, so I'm really concerned.
He what?
About that.
What did he do?
The Uber trip, it ended. The trip ended. So
Where did it end?
I don't know. It just says, thank you for riding. I'm scared that he did something to the guy.
Okay. Is there a way that you can contact Uber?
Yeah, but I don't want to call the guy because he's in the car with him.
Okay.
Okay, here's where it ended. I can tell you where it ended.
Go ahead.
355 Lincoln Ave, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Lincoln Avenue?
Yes. Ended the ride.
You did?
Yeah. Not good.
Means when he got in, he made the guy.
I'm sure he might have had the guy, hopefully had the guy drop him off some.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what happened. All right, you just did.
Hopefully he dropped him off and he did something to the guy.
We're going to send somebody over there.
To Lincoln? To Stroudsburg?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, we're going to send somebody over there. We're going to send somebody to you, but then we're also going to send somebody to East Stroudsburg.
I'm sure that. Okay,
Is her vehicle, the vehicle that she was driving, is that
It's at TA. It's at the TA.
Okay.
If you need to fingerprint it, it's all yours.
All right. Don't tell her don't go back in there. Is she okay?
Yeah,
is she injured? Does she need an ambulance?
Are you injured? Do you need an ambulance?
Oh my God.
She wants to call her mom.
Can you please make sure the police go to my apartment and check on my boyfriend?
She wants the police to go to her apartment in Connecticut.
What's the address? Okay. And he already, okay. Did you not contact anybody yet?
He took my phone. I didn't have a phone all day.
Okay.
My phone is at my apartment.
What?
I remember my boyfriend woke me up because they were fighting.
East Stroudsburg, it's in there. But hold on 1 second. The Uber canceled at that address I just put in there in East Stroudsburg. What is he wearing? What's Peter wearing?
He's wearing my maroon Carhartt beanie. He has a mask with like a weird nipple thing on the front that makes air smell good. He has a gray and black Adidas hoodie. He has my boyfriend's flannel pajama pants.
All right, hold on. I got to write this down. It's a maroon Carhartt beanie, a mask with a nipple on it.
Yeah.
Okay. What else is he wearing?
A gray and black Adidas hoodie.
Okay.
Blue and black checkered pajama pants. And red shoes.
Okay.
How's that for this? And he's also carrying a big black duffel bag that says cookies across it that he stole from my apartment. He filled it with like a blanket from my car. He took an old iPhone I had in my car. It's been reported lost because I lost it, so it doesn't have any cell service, but he does have access to a phone if he connects to Wi-Fi, and he is on my iCloud.
Okay. All right. But okay, so when you left the address in Derby, Connecticut, no one knows that your boyfriend's been shot, right?
I really hope my downstairs neighbor reacted to 3 gunshots, but if he didn't, then no.
Okay.
And the door's open. It's unlocked.
Okay. All right. We'll get someone over there. So it's the upstairs apartment?
He's in the bedroom. He's in the front bedroom.
Okay, front bedroom.
On the floor in front of the dresser.
All right. We're going to get help over to him, too, okay? Just stay on the phone with me. I have troopers coming out to you. I have troopers looking for him and the vehicle and all of that as well. So just give me 1 second, okay? Don't hang up.
Okay. Oh, my God, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. This is happening. No, you have nothing to be sorry for. I was sitting here apologizing to this kid the entire drive. I'm from Connecticut. He put a gun to my head and he made me drive, and he's wanted for murder. He murdered me. He got an Uber. And he went trooper.
Is that a state trooper?
Yes, they're here.
Yeah. All right. Get your thoughts together and tell him exactly what they need to know.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
An Instacart driver thought he was helping some random dude out by getting them an Uber. Luckily, the woman that he took at gunpoint stepped in, and well, you heard it in the call. So the classmate that Peter unalived was 23-year-old Nicholas J. Eisel. And the woman that he kidnapped and that you heard in the call is Shannon Spees. 3 days later, on May 27th of 2020, police make an arrest and take Peter in for questioning.
So going into that year, I was extremely depressed. I mean, I was stopped working out, binge eating, any bad habit that you could possibly name. And I had, nothing, like, no mindset to change it, no anything. And then eventually I just kind of felt like I needed something to inspire me. That's when I went. Yeah, okay. So I was extremely depressed starting out the year, and once I had hit the low point of doing the writing on the walls, that's when I came to the conclusion that I really needed to change something, to have something to kind of work for, to kind of like keep me anchored and kind of keep my sight set downfield somewhere, rather than just like right in front of me, like trying to live for more than just like a day-to-day like existence, if that makes sense.
What were some of those bigger issues? What were some of those bigger issues?
Bigger issue
that you were wrestling with that caused you to have to write on the wall? And I mean, I couldn't help but notice, that you made a reference to Adam Lanza, which I know it's a personal topic for all of us. We all have some connection to what happened. But you grew up in Sandy Hook, okay? You went to Newtown High. I can imagine there's some personal connection there. Like, was that something that bothered you?
Yes.
It was? Okay. And did that make you, so then what was the reason for connecting that with the, on your wall?
That, when I drew on the wall, it was pretty much just I was in a manic state and kind of anything. I couldn't even remember half the things that were on it, if you ask me now.
Would you compare that manic state that you were feeling then to maybe what you've been feeling the past few days? Is there any similarities there?
Another question.
If the reason why you can't remember why you wrote what you wrote on the wall, but you're comparing it and categorizing it as a manic state.
Yeah, that's not like a diagnosis.
I know you're not. I know it's not like a. I know you're not clinically diagnosing yourself. This is how I'm saying. That's how you're describing it.
It was like a
colloquially. You're right. But I can't help but compare it in my own mind to the fact that you're having a hard time remembering what happened the past few days, as evidenced by a lot of the gaps in what you're telling us. So, are there any similarities?
Yes, I would say there are definitely similarities.
Okay.
62-year-old Ted Demers of Willington and 23-year-old Nicholas Isley, Manfredonia's childhood friend, who he shot and killed inside of a Derby apartment.
Now from there, Manfredonia kidnapped Isley's girlfriend, forcing her to drive him to New Jersey. He dropped her off in the town of Columbia, west of New York City on the Jersey-Pennsylvania line. Manfredonia was on the run for 6 days across 4 states before his arrest in Hagerstown, Maryland.
I won't lie, this plea deal does nothing for me except close the door on this court case.
3 years after going on a crime spree, Peter Manfredonia faced his fate in court. Eyes forward as the family and friends of the childhood friend he murdered, Nick Isley, poured their hearts out.
I did die with Nick that day. The version of myself that went to bed with my boyfriend, my best friend, and the sweetest man I've ever met.
Shannon Spees was Isley's girlfriend. She was there on the morning of May 24th, 2020, when, after kidnapping, assaulting, and killing 3 other men in Willington, Manfredonia entered her and Nick's Derby apartment, shot Nick to death, and kidnapped Spees, forcing her to drive for hours at gunpoint across state lines, until she was finally rescued by a Good Samaritan at a truck stop in New Jersey.
Between hearing the gruesome details that he felt like sharing and trying to be as nice as possible so that I could stay alive, I held my own funeral throughout that drive.
A funeral for the person she once was, the people the whole Isley family were.
I feel pain when I have to leave the lights on at night because I'm too scared to see Peter Manfredonia's face when I close my eyes.
Gianna is one of 3 siblings Isley leaves behind, including a twin brother, living every day in his honor, choosing to look to the light.
Nick is a reoccurring light, and I say this to say because even in the taking of his life, it couldn't be snuffed.
His aunt describing him as a kind-hearted man, someone who loved music, and more than anything, his family. A family now facing his killer, saying their piece with Peter.
There's a place for you in hell, Peter.
Manfredonia never turning to face them, instead offering an apology, one he knows they won't accept.
What I did was inexcusably horrendous, and I will regret it every day for the rest of my life.
I don't want an apology from him, or his lawyer, or his parents, or his sisters. I want to know that I can feel safe again and he will never see the world outside of a prison for the rest of his life.
Now, Manfredonia was sentenced to a total of 55 years in prison today. Tomorrow, he will go to Rockville Superior Court, where he will face the same fate with another 55-year sentence, but that one will run concurrently to this one. In the meantime, as for a motive here, well, Manfredonia's attorney continues to say that this was all the result of a psychotic episode.
Let me know what you guys think about this case. For now, let's move on to the next one. December 30th, 2018, in Burlington, North Carolina. A woman calls 911 because of this.
This is the Conservative Center on East Hughes Mill Road. We have had a line attack. One of our we ambulance as soon as possible.
Okay, say that again because your phone's breaking out.
We have the Conservative Center. We have lines and here. We have had a line attack.
A line attack.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the person that was attacked, how bad are they hurt?
They are incapacitated.
They're incapacitated. How old is he?
The line is 13.
The person that's hurt.
Mid-20s.
Mid-20s?
25 years old.
Okay. Are you with him now?
I am on my way there. I have another staff member that's with them now.
Okay, do you know if the line's put up?
I'm sorry?
Do you know if the line's put up? Is the person away from the animal?
The person who's... I'm on my way there. They're not radioing back to me, so I'm trying to get there as soon as I can.
So you don't know if he's secure or anything?
Hold on. Is Mackay secure? The line is contained.
The line is contained. Okay, good. And where do we need to come at the facility?
If you have them drive down our driveway, they will come to an end of the. They will come to the end of the driveway. They want it to stay to the left, and someone will flag them down.
Okay. When you get down there, if you can find any more about the patient, call us back and let us know because we'll have EMS and first responders on the way. My partner's already dispatching them.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Caswell County Sheriff deputies responded to the call at around 11:35 a.m. When they make it to the scene, the 14-year-old lion named Matai was running around the cage and Black's body was just laying there unresponsive. They first tried to tranquilize the lion, but that didn't work. And firefighters also tried to spray the lion with water to get him away from Black, but that didn't work either. So police had no choice but to shoot and kill the lion to retrieve Black. Unfortunately, Black dies the next day at the hospital. And according to reports, Black was cleaning an empty lion enclosure with other employees. But somehow, a lion forced its way in from a separate locked holding enclosure and got a hold of Black. Police did say they were conducting an investigation on how and why this happened. But after doing further research, I couldn't find anything. Well, except for this, the autopsy report. And I'm not gonna go through it because, it's pretty obvious. She was mauled to death by a lion. What I did find interesting though is this. The autopsy adds that the lion escaped its cage after it failed to close properly. Now, I have to make this really clear because I don't know if this is 100% factual. But if it is, then someone messed up. It was either an employee or the owner for having faulty locks. As far as I know, no charges were filed and the place still remains open. They did close for a little after what had happened to Black, but like I said, it's still open. And the girl's family said that she had worked at this place for only 10 days. She loved animals and worked unpaid at several animal-related ventures. This was her 4th internship because she really wanted to make a career of working with animals. She was a beautiful young woman who had just started her career.
Alexandra Black surely endured a painful death, one where there was no escape. She was mauled by a lion who somehow was able to get out of a locked area at the Conservator's Center. He crept up on Black, pounced, and killed.
This is the worst day of my life. We've lost a person. We've lost an animal. We have lost our faith in ourselves a little bit today.
Black was just 22 years old. She recently graduated from college, just started working here. It hadn't even been a full 2 weeks, and in fact, it was an internship. Her family in Indiana issuing a statement tonight saying in part she was a beautiful young woman who had just started her career. There was a terrible accident and we are in mourning, but she died following her passion.
I'm grateful for the family of this individual who is they're extraordinary people, and they understand that this was important to their loved one.
The sheriff's office says the male lion named Matai entered the space where Black and some others were cleaning. Several attempts were made to tranquilize him. He was ultimately shot and killed by the Caswell County Sheriff's Office. Deputies are investigating, and we watched this evening as a line of cruisers left the center. The nonprofit is hoping to resume its mission, but only after evaluating this tragedy.
I think anytime you have an incident, you have to take the time to really assess exactly what happened, and that means some investigation. And we need to understand it and make sure that it's something that never, ever happens again.
I gotta say, I feel bad for both the lion and the girl. It's obviously clear that she had a humongous passion for animals, and yeah, it sucks. But yeah, give me your thoughts about this case as well. Let's go to the next one. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, I partnered with the If I Go Missing Safety Information System, which is designed for kids and teens just in case they go missing. It was created by a mom of 2 teenage boys. That's her on the left with her husband. And she created an easy-to-use tool to prepare families for the unthinkable. It includes everything law enforcement needs to act quickly. Detailed personal information, recent photos, fingerprints, medical history, digital footprint, and a whole lot more. It's organized and ready so you're not left scrambling in a moment of crisis. God forbid this happens, but if it does, all you gotta do is give this to law enforcement. Everything they need to know will be right here. It should take you no more than 30 or 40 minutes to fill it out. It comes really well organized and it's really easy to understand. After you fill it out, you wanna keep it in a safe place and hope that you never have to use it. And just because you're a subscriber of mine, you'll be getting this at a discount. And they also made these reference guides, and they're great as well. I'm actually gonna give you guys a little bit of a preview on one of them. This one basically lets you know how kids nowadays talk. And there's some that I do recognize, and we're gonna go through, like I said, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a preview and read some of these. Shuck. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it stands for shocked or surprised or utter disbelief. And another one, simp. I've heard of this one, and it's someone who's desperate for affection or romantic relationships. Another one is simping, which stands for having a crush on someone. And then there's this other one that I'm gonna be honest, I use it myself, but it's called, where's it at? T, which stands for gossip or talking behind someone's back. I don't talk behind anyone's back, but I do use the word tea. I don't know, like if I see a friend, I'll be like, hey, what's the tea? You know, what's happening? What's going on? But this is other one that I actually do use every now and then, or maybe quite often, to be honest. And it's yas, which stands for an enthusiastic way of saying yes. Yas. That one's so dumb. And then this other one, I've heard of this one too, and I've also used it myself. I hate to admit it, but it's called yeet, which stands for a very strong yes. Yeet. But I love the yas one because, I mean, we all have friends and we all joke around. Like a friend would be like, hey, what do you want to do today? You want to go to the movies? And I'll be like, yas. You know? It's up. Yeah, this one's, this one's a great one, and they're all great. And this other one is cracking the code on emojis. It's how teens nowadays communicate by just using emojis. This one's great too. And then this one is about how teens nowadays use apps and what apps they use the most. So yeah, it's great info to have. But yeah, this whole safety information system is great. That's why I when she sent me a message, I said, yeah, this is a good idea. And hopefully it takes off and it gets even better, because it could possibly save lives and, you know, just help people, which is what I really want to do with this channel. Also, this is not a sponsor. They didn't tell me what to do or what to say. This is just an affiliate, so if you do end up buying one of these, I'll be getting a small portion of that sale. So if you want to help me or the channel or the mom that created this system, please feel free to, you know, buy one. And I've also been waiting to work with a company that makes sense for my channel, you know, and hopefully I've earned your trust by now. I've been doing YouTube since like 2019, 22, I think 2019, at the end of 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And I've never taken on a sponsor or taken money for anything really. But yeah, the link will be down below in the description, and like I said, you'll be getting a discount because you're simply a subscriber of my channel. And yeah, back to the video. Thank you. June 2025 in Stuart, Florida. A man who's fighting for his life calls 911 and tells the dispatcher this.
911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
Medical, I just got stabbed in my chest, please.
Okay, stand alone, fire rescue.
I don't know where I'm at. Please, somebody help me.
Okay, stand the line. Fire rescue, what's the address?
Please, somebody help me. I've been stabbed. Please, someone just stab me, bro.
Where are you?
I don't know. Where am I? Where am I? Tell me so I can tell 911. Please hurry up. I'm about to faint.
Okay, I need you to sit down. All right, what's your telephone number in case you get disconnected? Okay, I want you to slow your breathing. What's your name? You said someone shot you?
No, they stabbed me in my chest. I had my firearm and I shot back in self-defense.
Okay, are they down?
No, I don't know. They took off.
Okay, do you know who it was?
Covered in blood. Please, hurry.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Did they take off?
Yes, they did.
Do you know who it was?
Huh?
Do you know who did it?
No, I don't. I know who may have done it.
Okay, how old are you? Okay, keep talking to me. All right, have your friends that are with you. I need them to find out where a better location for you is. I have you, but I would like a better landmark if you can get one.
Ma'am, I don't know. Please hurry.
Okay. I got it. All right. And you said that you did shoot the other person. Do you know if you injured them?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Do you know if they're still nearby?
In my chest.
All right. Were you just stabbed in the chest only?
I don't know. I just pulled out.
Okay. You don't know if you were stabbed other places?
No, just in my chest, ma'am.
Okay. Is the knife still inside, or did they remove it?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you bleeding, or is the bleeding spurting or pouring out?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything that you can place over the wound?
He's not. He's
Do you have anything you can put over the wound?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, he's stabbed right by his clavicle in the front and just to the right of his collarbone.
Okay. Do you have anything that you can place over the wound?
Yes, we've got a towel on it right now.
Okay. Where exactly are you located? All right. I'm seeing you guys just west of
we are probably close to where are we close to? Oh, this is breathe slowly, honey.
Okay, we're gonna get you going. All right.
Do you know who he is?
Can you tell me your name, buddy?
I have his name. Are you guys with a vehicle by chance?
We're with a car that passed by. That's all we are.
I want you to put on your four-way flashers so we can see you. Are you on the right shoulder or the left shoulder?
We are on the right shoulder heading west.
Okay, what kind of car?
There's multiple cars out here. There's tons of cars sold off.
Okay. Can someone put their flashers on?
Okay. One breath at a time.
Yep.
Open your eyes, buddy.
Just relay to them, okay? Keep him talking, okay? I'm going to stay on the phone with you until we get on scene. All right.
He's got some blood going in his lungs.
Focus on it, okay?
Is he coughing up blood?
No, he just said he's going to pass out. He's looking pretty pale. He's lost quite a bit of blood.
Okay. Is the blood still spurting through the bandage you have on there?
No, it's not.
Okay.
There's not blood pouring out, but I think he might have some internal bleeding.
Okay, I want you to keep the compression on his wound. You said it's under his clavicle, or?
It's right below his throat, right in the center of his clavicle, to the right of his clavicle, and also right by his, directly in the center of his collarbones, right below his throat.
Do you see any other wounds besides that one?
That's all I've looked at right now.
Okay. He said that the person that did it. Okay. He said the person that did it. Do you know if he's still there?
No, they're not here. He was out here by himself on the side of the road.
Okay. Did you see a car take off after this, or?
We don't know. We don't know. I think that's somebody that passed by, ma'am.
No, I understand. I have to relay this to my units, and SO is also on the line, and they're taking this information as well. So we have the sheriff.
He's losing consciousness.
Okay. All right. Keep an eye on his breathing as well. Let me know if he starts to struggle to breathe.
Breathe nice and slow and breathe deep through your stomach. Try to breathe through your stomach.
His name is, if you want to keep using his name, because that helps him stay focused.
Just try to take and expand your stomach out when you breathe, like you're blowing your stomach out. Good job. That's right. Perfect.
You guys are doing great.
I know it's not easy, man. You gotta focus on it, okay?
Yep, just keep breathing.
So we have a unit on scene. They're trying to get to him now, okay? We have several going out there too as well.
Okay. Let me know when you see the sheriff's office, okay? I feel like that's the information we are going to save until you guys can advise the scene secure.
I will.
Thank you.
You gotta stay sharp when we get you on the ambulance, okay?
Yeah, we gotta stay awake.
Keep him talking.
You gotta stay awake, dude.
Is there any blood in his mouth?
Doing good. I have to keep my arm on him. Okay. I have to.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
Do you think you'd feel better if you lay on your side? Yeah. You want to lay on your side? Okay. Let's put him a little bit on his side. Which side do you want to be on? He passed out.
He passed out?
He passed out.
Check for a pulse, please.
He's breathing. He's breathing.
I understand he's breathing. I understand he's breathing, but I needed to see if you could feel the pulse.
I know. Just breathe slow, and then you'll be okay. Just breathe slow.
Is he still talking to you, or is he passed out?
He keeps passing out. I hope you get here soon, dude. Get here quick.
Yeah, we're coming. We're coming. We also have the sheriff's office responding, and they said they're looking for you. Do you see any? What is your?
What, were you out mudding, dude? Were you out mudding? I know, honey. Keep trying to breathe. Just keep breathing. I know, honey. Keep breathing. That's all you gotta do. That's what you gotta focus on. Keep breathing. Just keep doing it. You're doing good. Doing good, dude.
If he starts to go back out of consciousness, you can take your hand and do a sternum rub and do it with a little bit of pressure. That keeps him awake as well if you need to.
Perfect. So I understand. Why over?
Keep your eyes open, Richard.
All right.
Do you guys see the sheriff's office?
Richard.
Is anybody getting it?
Hey, open your eyes, man. Open your eyes. There you go.
You're gonna. Hey, listen. You're gonna be all right. You're not spurting blood. I know. It's just a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of pain, dude.
You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. Do you see the sheriff's office?
Is the sheriff here? They said there's sheriff's office. You see him yet? I don't see him. Yeah. Gotta stay awake, dude.
If someone can wave down, if someone can wave down the sheriff's office so they can help.
Okay? I know, sweetie. You want to roll on your side, maybe? Yeah, a little bit on the side. There you go. There you go. Stay right there.
You're doing great.
Is that doing better? You doing any better?
Can you get some air there?
No.
Try not to breathe shallow. I need you to focus on.
You gotta breathe in. Try to get the breath into your stomach. Push your stomach out.
Open your eyes.
Hey.
Is he still awake?
Take my phone. Going back.
Okay.
Go back.
He's still breathing?
Barely. You got to get here, man. Hurry
We
up.
are. We're coming. We're coming. Do you see the sheriff's office?
No, we do not. He's not here yet.
Okay.
He feels better when he comes to ride. I think his lungs are filling up.
Okay. Do you see any fluid coming out of his mouth?
No.
Okay.
He's good.
All right. And
There's
you
no
guys are
coughing. There's no good.
okay. And you guys right?
Yes, on 10.
Okay.
You want to call your mom? Okay, we'll call your mom and see if you can get you in the ambulance, okay? Okay? Just keep breathing. Just breathe. 1, 2.
Keep going. You guys are doing great. Do you have an ETA?
They're down the road. They're still coming to him now.
Mama wants you to live, Bob.
They're on the way right now. They know it's less
for her, okay? Keep feeling it. Keep breathing.
Ask him if he came from. Ask him if he came.
I'm sure you came, didn't you? Yeah, he did. Yep. He's probably got alcohol in here and stuff. Your mom wants you to live. You got to live for your mama, honey. Your mama loves you.
Ask if he can give you his mom's number.
He gave it to me.
What's the mom's number?
What's the number?
Okay, what's his mom's name?
What's your mom's name? Roll over, Mom. Roll over. Come on. What's your mom's name? What's your mom's name? He's got spit coming out of his mouth.
Okay.
He's foaming. He's foaming.
Okay.
You know her last name? What's your mama's last name? Come on, buddy. Your mama wants you to live. Your mama wants you. Oh, ambulance is coming. Come on. Wake up.
The law enforcement's right there. Flag them down, ma'am. Do you see them?
Someone needs to go flag down fire rescue and the ambulance.
Come on, bud.
Flag them down.
Yeah, stay away.
So they're saying there's a bunch of cars on the right shoulder.
I know. They're trying to get to them now.
Mommy wants you.
Is he still breathing?
Mommy wants you.
Is he still breathing?
Come on.
Hello?
Hey. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Ma'am, is he still breathing?
Come on.
Ma'am.
Keep talking, buddy. Hey.
Is he breathing?
No.
He's not breathing? Someone needs to start CPR.
Hey, buddy, come on, bud.
Is he? Hello?
Not really well either. Okay. Where's he down there? He's got one in the center.
Is that the sheriff's office?
Right below his collarbone right here.
Fire rescue should be SO on scene. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that.
Can you advise your unit he's no longer breathing?
I will. Thank you.
The man who made the call is 35-year-old Richard Pepe. The other people that you heard in the call were driving by and saw that Richard was injured and decided to help. And according to police, Richard had gone to an off-road event called Mudfest, where he got into an argument with his girlfriend. Because of that, he decided to leave the event and go home on foot. 34-year-old Jacob Stevens and 39-year-old Megan Brown found Richard walking alongside of the road. Jacob allegedly got out of the car and got into an altercation with Richard, and allegedly stabbed him twice in the chest and left him to die on the side of the road. Paramedics rushed Richard to the hospital, but he didn't make it. On June 3rd, police arrest Jacob and Megan.
That was my whole life right there that they took from him. Senseless, just senseless. I don't understand it. I don't think I will ever understand it.
Dawn Durham is grieving over the loss of her son, 35-year-old Richard Pepe of Vero Beach, who was stabbed. 2 people are under arrest. 34-year-old Jacob Stevens is charged with first-degree premeditated murder, and 39-year-old Megan Brown is charged with accessory after the fact for allegedly driving Stevens to the scene of the crime.
There are no words. There truly are no words for what I'm going through. The day he left was the day my heart and soul left with him. I have never felt so empty in my life. Truly, I will never be who I am without him. You can't bring You can't give a mother back that when you lose a child.
Sheriff's officials say Pepe was at Mudfest at Plant Bamboo in Martin County Saturday night when he got into an argument there with his girlfriend. Detectives say Pepe decided to walk away, and others at the Mudfest called Stevens and Brown to come to that location to confront Pepe. They found Pepe walking along County Road 714 about a mile east of Plant Bamboo, and Stevens allegedly got out of the car and stabbed Pepe twice, leaving him there for dead on the side of the road.
They live in Okeechobee. We know that they were called, and they came to that location. They arrived at that location to take care of business, to confront our victim, and obviously resulted in his death. They took matters into their own hands, almost in ending this victim's life.
Pepe's mother says she hopes if these people are convicted in her son's death, they get the appropriate punishment.
I don't think there's anything that will ever make it right. I think them locked up behind bars, getting every punishment that they can be thrown to them is some kind of peace and justice.
And after he was stabbed, authorities say Pepe called 911 for help. Paramedics got there and rushed him to a hospital, but he did not survive. According to his mother, he was divorced and the father of 2 children, ages 9 and 11. Stevens and Brown are being held tonight without bond.
This 911 call was really, really sad to listen to. I mean, all of them are sad, obviously, but I don't know. I just felt really bad for Richard, and because you can tell that he was really, really trying to fight for his life and to stay alive and survive. And when I first listened to it, I for some reason thought that he was gonna make it. But when I read the aftermath, yeah, it really made me sad, and it sucks. But yeah, rest in peace to him, and shout out to the people that tried to help him out and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, give me your thoughts on this case as well. Let's go to I believe this is the last one. May 19th, 2025, in Lenoir, North Carolina. A daycare director calls 911 and tells the dispatcher the following.
Hey, I need medical at Creative Beginnings of Lenoir behind the movie theater. We have a child that is not breathing and she's turning blue.
Creative Beginnings?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is somebody doing CPR?
No. She is.
How old is the child? A year old?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on just a minute. I'm getting help to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so when they come there, where do they need to come to? Are you in a room?
We are, but I will meet him at the front door.
Front door?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened?
Her teacher thought that she was sleeping and then realized that she wasn't breathing.
What's the child's name?
Who is?
You need to put me on speakerphone so that I can make sure that we're counted correctly.
Okay.
Until her police come.
Okay, you're on speakerphone.
Hey, is there a defibrillator there by chance?
15, 16,
hey,
17, 18,
somebody
19,
say
20. Yes. Yes.
Does anybody have a defibrillator there?
No, we do not.
Okay. Okay.
The breaths don't seem to be going in.
Okay, listen. She's flat on her back, correct?
She is.
Is there anything?
Her jaw is kind of locked, and her breaths are not going in.
All right. Is there anything in her mouth?
I can't see anything, and her tongue is very thick, but I can't open her mouth. Her jaw is locked. Her jaw is locked.
Okay.
She's cold, and I don't have a pulse.
Okay. What I need you to do is we're going to start with mouth to mouth, okay?
Okay.
All right. Pinch her nose and completely cover her mouth with your mouth. Then blow 2 regular breaths into the lungs, about 1 second each, just enough to make sure that her chest rises with each breath, okay?
It's not, because she's new. Today was her first day.
Okay. Is there any air going in her when you're breathing in?
No.
Okay. Tilt her head back a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
I want you to do that one more time. Pinch her nose closed, completely cover her mouth with your mouth, blow 2 breaths into her lungs, about 1 second each, okay?
It's not going in.
No air. Okay.
No.
All right. So continue to do compressions for me. Place to heel.
If Crystal could come and help me, that's why I called Crystal, so she can come and help me.
I know
No,
you're scared. Just listen to me.
Okay, yes.
Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples, okay?
Gotcha.
All right. I need you to pump the chest hard and fast 30 times and twice per second, okay?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. How many times?
Keep pumping. Don't stop.
Okay.
Keep
okay.
Pumping, okay?
I'm pumping.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay?
8, 9, 10. Gotcha. 15, 16, 17,
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
For me so we can get help with you, okay?
1, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There should be an officer there now, but keep on pumping until they're right beside you, okay? Okay, is there somebody that can go and lock the door?
I am the director, and I'm not at the front right now. There may be a teacher up there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's foam coming out her nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's coming out of her nose?
Foam. It's foamy snot.
All right. Turn her head to the side, okay?
He's here.
All right.
Okay.
I still need you to turn her head to the side and make sure to get
Okay.
that mucus away from her nose. Okay.
Can you come here and give it to me? Give it to me. Thank you. Okay, Miss Otter. It's been probably 4 minutes, maybe.
Okay. Any idea, like?
I have no idea. See the sleeping? She's been sleeping.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Does anybody there know that baby?
Okay. Yes, let me go get her file right now. I'm sorry. Because today's her first day, she's not in our child care app, and so we.
Okay.
Let me find her file. Her birthday's.
Thank you.
And I haven't called Mom yet. I need to call her.
What's your name? Okay, I'll go ahead and let you go now that they're there, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you did a good job.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Like you heard in the call, daycare employees did CPR before help arrived. The child, identified in court records as MAM, was taken to a hospital but was pronounced dead at 3:19 p.m. She was only 16 months old. And according to court documents, the baby was put down for a nap at 11:45 a.m. on Monday, May 19th. Staff then later found her unresponsive at around 2:30 p.m., nearly 3 hours later. 29-year-old Alexandra Lee Coffey, who's an employee at the place, has been charged with felony involuntary manslaughter and released from the Caldwell County Detention Center after posting a $500,000 bond. Investigators are still working to determine the exact cause of death and have obtained a search warrant to collect items from the scene, including a multicolored blanket, a white mattress cover, and a DVR believed to hold surveillance footage. The daycare facility has now been shut down by the Department of Health and Human Services.
The front doors at Creative Beginnings of Lenoir are locked and will be for the foreseeable future. North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services leaders suspended the daycare's license effective Wednesday. 2 days after a toddler went into cardiac arrest at this daycare facility and later died, Lenoir police arrested 29-year-old Alexandra Coffey, an employee of Creative Beginnings of Lenoir. Investigators say they made the arrest after receiving preliminary evidence from the state's medical examiner. Also Wednesday, North Carolina regulators sent out a notice suspending the daycare's license and ordering operators to shut down at the end of business Wednesday. Officials referenced information about a May 20th incident, the same day that child was found unresponsive, saying they're taking the action because based on the agency's findings, the public health, safety, or welfare requires emergency action. The daycare had clean inspections recently, but records show it previously violated safe sleep policies and failed to meet staff training requirements. They approached several workers as they were leaving the building. No one wanted to talk. Daycare operators are acknowledging the 16-month-old's death in a statement on Facebook, saying in part, "Our hearts are broken and we're struggling to find the right words in the face of such sorrow." State leaders say those operators are cooperating with this investigation. Operators do have the option to appeal the administrative action and try to regain their license.
And William Hamby, a neighbor who helped raise the Coffey, came to her defense and said this: "She's just a good girl, and I'm proud to call her my granddaughter. She's not capable of anything like that. If I had children now, I would not be afraid to leave them with her." This case is still pending. And yeah, this is just another one of those cases that it makes my blood boil. And I just feel so bad for the mom and the little baby here. There was for sure some type of negligence. Someone murdered that baby for sure. But like I said, the case is still pending. And yeah, rest in peace to that baby. And yeah. And that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me. And thank you if you're a member of the channel and or a patron. And if you want to support me or the channel, there's always links down below in the description. But yeah, I've been through quite the ruckus, I guess you can say. I've been through some things. I'm not ready to talk about them, but I will soon at some point. But yeah, that's why I couldn't upload and work on a video and stuff like that. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. I hope your lives are thriving and stuff. And yeah, love you. See you soon. Be safe. Be kind. Pass it around. And goodbye.